Remember those prints from the day everything was jinxed and something or the other kept going wrong? It is amazing that I still managed to get some awesome prints, which led me to working on this collage. These are the six prints I decided to start out with. I did not end up using all of them, but I did use most of them. I thought I'd share my process with you, especially as someone had requested this of me earlier as well. I love making these abstract collages and work on these all the time. The base is a canvas sheet. I got a canvas pad which came with pre prepared canvas sheets. This one is A5. I just take one out and start with my collage. How I work with the collage is that I start taking the prints and tear up the parts of the paper that I like. I like to tear them with my hands as they have more organic edges versus using a scissor, which would give very sharp and straight edging. The jagged edges help make the paper merge more easily at the borders. I like to lay them out on the canvas so I know how much paper I need to tear off and how many more pieces I need. I do try to do a rough layout at this point. Sometimes I stick to it, while at other times I'll redo it completely once I start gluing down the pieces. This collage is going to follow the latter way. Once you have placed all your paper out on the canvas, you might want to take a photo, especially if you want to follow the same layout. I don't, as I'm not sure I will stick to this layout. Let's remove all the pieces off of the canvas so we can start gluing them one by one. I decided to keep the top left piece as is. Since this is very thin rice paper, it doesn't play with the gel medium and starts tearing up a bit. This is why I'm using matte medium, which works really well with this. I don't know why I'm holding on to the paper while also trying to lay down a layer of the matte medium, but thankfully I realize I'm only making my work more difficult by hanging on to the paper. I use this silicone palette knife to spread it evenly. You can use a brush as well, but I really prefer this. I also add a very thin layer of the medium on top of the paper. Don't worry about the overhang at this point. We will cut out the extra paper hanging off of the sides later. At this point, I know I love this print way more than the others and I want it to be the focal point, so I move it to the top right. The canvas keeps slipping away as I have placed it on copy paper to save my table. Next time, it will be a better idea to use a bigger size gel plate to hold it in place. I'm trying to keep a distance between similar designs. One is at the top left, then the other goes in the middle to the right. If the red one is in the middle to the right, then at the bottom it goes towards the left side. I try to work in odd numbers, especially for my main paper, so I tear up a bit more of the blue paper and add it in the empty space. A lot of this is very intuitive and just doing things in the moment. Your brain will find a balance. I realized I had left a bit of a gap at the top. The smaller the piece, the more difficult it is to get it to behave. Now that all the main pieces are glued together, I pick up the canvas, turn it around, and cut out all the extra paper. Once this is done, I make sure to go over all the edges with the matte medium to make sure they are all glued down. After taking a good look at the design, I decide that this point looks very stark and needs something to soften the borders while adding a bit of contrast. The corner was bothering me, so I tore that off. Much better now. Another thing I'm not liking is this corner sticking out. Sorry about the canvas slipping a bit out of the frame. Thankfully, I noticed it soon and remedied the situation. I add a bit more of the blue paper to hide that corner. Note how the curves are going from one design to the next. Sometimes it happens subconsciously, while other times I make a conscious decision to do so, but not all the time. I tried to see if this piece will fit over there, but decided against placing it. However, I decided to put the small piece at the edge of the red paper as I felt the border was too visible and stark and I wanted a softer look. And finally, our collage is ready. I am loving it. And to think this came out of a gel printing session I was sure wasn't going anywhere. Do give a thumbs up if you liked the video and let me know if you would like to see more of these kinds of videos.